this is Christina from Chrislana Crafts, and I'm here today to share with you a flip through of this challenge junk journal. I created this book for Junk Journal Sept, hosted by Cassie at Dust to Roses last year, 2022. I had intended it to be a two-signature journal, but as I couldn't do all the prompts and the journal was not bound yet, so I decided to change my mind and bind it as a one signature journal only. I'm really happy with how it turned out in the end. So let's begin from the beginning. It's a fabric cover journal made from scratch. For the inside cover, I created this card to go in a fabric pocket, fabric and trim. And on the back of this card, I have all the prompts listed. I actually forgot to tick them, but I can do that later. Tick the ones that I've done. The paper on the inside cover is from one of my digitals. It's from the Souvenirs, and this little card is from Sample, and it has a quote about creativity in a sort of justification of why take part in a journal challenge. Still, about this page, I would like to mention the handmade paper at the top of the page. It's a gorgeous handmade paper, and it was a gift from Virginia at Jupiter Arts Crafts. Thank you, Virginia, for your generosity. This is an embossed, dyed and embossed envelope that I decorated as part of my make for the first prompt, which was begin. Now we are looking at the second prompt, which is kindness, and for that I created a spread. On the left page there is this image which I very basically decorated with that leafy trim. And on the right, I wrote a quote, which I think it's a very good one, which highlights the importance of being kind to people. The background paper, which is used here and there, is from my L'amour collection. And I thought it looked very pretty there because there is just a hint of it. And I loved it. Well, this prompt is season, and for season I chose spring. I created a spread with this embossed flower rose from Tim Holtz, which I decorated with a wine label and sari trim from boho tree. There are a few in the journal. And I added a quote and a few other embellishments. Now we move on to Lost and Found, and the idea I had was that you lost and found your own self. So this tag was created with an image of a digital I haven't released yet. I added some lace at the bottom, and just remember who you are. The frame is from Tim Holtz, and the background, the page on the background has one of my Ecodyed digitals. Now the next one is change, and my idea for this one was about the change that maternity brings, maternity, starting a family. So there is this mother with all these kids, and this is from one of my kids called Mother. On to the next one, which is day 7 of the challenge. And I use the theme was envelope. I used this envelope that I received myself. I did some texture paste stenciling on top and decorated it and turned into a flip out pocket. Inside there is this image of this photograph of this lady, a little bit decorated with a ticket and sari trim. There is a lot of space to write. I haven't had the time. It's been one thing after the other. But if someday I decide to come back, there is plenty of room for journaling. Now, this is number 8, which is muted. So I chose this image and decorated it in a way that was very soft and muted, not anything vibrant. Then next one is day 9, Dreams. So I chose this digital from my Mother collection, and I'm highlighting the tones which go together, the different tones in the spread. And there is I think a very powerful quote there. For day 11 of the challenge, we have Bloom, and I created this very, very simple spread. And what I like the most about it is the dried flowers paper from one of my kids. Now this one is about layers. It's day 13. And I love it. I really love it. The image I used is from Ruby and Pearl XO. Now this is Soft, which is day 14, and the images there are from Sample Designs, the lady and the card. The background is mine from my Souvenirs digital kit. This one is stamps, so I went to town with my stamps and colored and so on to create that. The next one is Joy, which is day 16. It's this one. I chose this woman. She's from my fall collection from last year, which is called Autumn Feel or Autumn Feel Tall. The paper where it sits on is from my Souvenirs collection. The next one corresponds to day 17 of the challenge. The theme is Snapshot, and there's this lady who I slightly decorated. And this one is Color, day 18 of the challenge. I created this shaker card with sequins, and there is the quote: "Se a coisa não sai do jeito que eu quero, não me desespero," which means in Portuguese, if things don't happen the way I like it, I don't despair. The next one is the last one that I did for this challenge, which is Recycled. It corresponds to day 21 of the challenge. I used some fluff from silk and a button bread that my sister gave me, which I love, to secure the fluff. The recycled items used there are, besides the fluff, the Tim Holtz frame made of paper roll, recycled paper roll. On the inside back cover, I used a digital from my Souvenirs. digital kit and created a belly band with a trim from broderie. I must also say that I was very happy with the cover of this journal, and it was inspired by Melanie at Handmade of Stardust. I love her style of collaging. I think it's very unique, and it was what inspired me to create this one. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me and watch this flip through. I appreciate you all. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, as it will help me a lot. Bye bye, take care.